In the last video, we saw how to start up a Redis container and a Tyk Gateway container. We then used the Gateway's API to load an API definition and protected it with an auth token. We learned how to hot reload. In this video, we're going to create a Docker Compose file to make our dev environment a little easier to manage. And we'll be mounting the API definitions into the container so that when we restart the Gateway container, the gateways will automatically load our APIs. So let's get started. We're going to open up the Docker Compose file, go to insert mode, and we'll set version to 3. And we're going to set our services now. We're going to have a Redis service. And in this Redis service, we want to set the image to Redis latest. And we'll set the volumes to so essentially what we're doing here is mounting the Redis data volume into directory into the data volume within the container. And as well as that, we need to configure our networks, and we're going to use the same Tyk CE network. Keep going the wrong way. So gateway, and we'll say the image is tyk.io/tyk-gateway latest. Volumes. And then we can have that in the gateway data directory and mount that into /opt/tyk-gateway/apps. And then we'll bind the ports to the host machine. And that's 8080 on the host, so 8080 internally. And then we're going to be using the same network, Tyk CE. And then finally, the environment variables. And we'll use exactly the same environment variables as we used in the last session. And then the final one, which is a bit of a long one. Okay, now finally, we need to create our network. And that is Tyk-CE. So hopefully, if I've done everything right, okay, we've got our Docker Compose there. So if I run Docker Compose up, I won't say -d so that we can keep it visible. And it's loaded everything up, ready to accept connections. And now the gateway has started up. However, as you can see, no API definitions found, because if we have a look here, we've got a gateway data directory. And then we'll have there's nothing available in there. So from the gateway data directory, Okay, so the gateway directory, data directory. What I wanted to do was mount gateway data /apps into /op/tyk gateway /apps. So what I might do here is stop that quickly and modify. Force that, and then where is it? Ah, here it is. And then we can get that back up again. So we can, now we've got the apps directory, and obviously that's empty. So if I copy the, say, keyless JSON into the gateway data apps directory, okay, and restart the gateway, rather than doing the hot reload. We can still use the hot reload endpoint if we wanted to. Okay, and now that's reload complete, and you can see that processed and listening on HTTP bin. So if I run a curl, it's a localhost 8080 /HTTP bin /headers. It returns response, and then I actually give it a custom header, and we can see our headers are in there. So it's reverse proxying up to the HTTP bin service now. Thank you.